We just got our Legends information for the month of August, and after processing all the info and new content that's to come, I can confidently say this upcoming update is going to be a W, I think. Now, we finally got to see what the supporter mechanic is looking like, which I gotta say I'm liking so far, and we also got 2 new characters announced, being King Cold and an LF Metal Cooler. Not gonna lie, this post 7th anniversary got me thinking this is the year of the lizards, but either way, drop a sub, drop a like, and let's dive deeper into all the new info we got. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so we're not wasting any time today. We're hopping straight into the meat and bones of this August producer letter, and we need to talk about this supporter mechanic. Okay, now first and foremost, I want to say this is a huge W. Okay, I know I'm not the only one who thinks this. Now yes, there are some negatives, which I will get into a little bit later, but y'all probably already know what it is, and I'm not a fan of it either. But talking a little bit more about the actual supporter mechanic, first thing I want to say is, honestly, man, it's just such a cool addition to the game to have supporters in it, because now we can introduce some characters that we have never seen before. Now, Dende was a good example for sure, because Dende's not a fighter, but we have so many other options. Off the top of my head, I could think of, you know, someone like Puar, or someone like, maybe like OG Dragon Ball Bulma. People that don't really, well, I mean, Bulma is kind of a fighter in the game. But you guys kind of get what I mean. People that aren't really fighters so much can finally have an implementation into the game. And it's not only that, because they did decide to preview us or show us a Dende healing. This isn't only going to be healing, folks. Now, there is going to be way different types of support, which will be revealed, obviously, later on throughout the road. But, wow, this opens up a door to a whole bunch of possibilities. We probably have support, attack buffs, defensive buffs, not just healing buffs. And these animations are probably going to spaz a little bit. Now, there's 3 main things I want to talk about with this supporter mechanic. The first being the levels, the second being the 6 supporter slots, and third, of course, being the quote-unquote Z power, or the Z ability, which I'll get into a little bit later. But starting off right now with the levels, man, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a fan of this at all, man. It screams a kind of pay-to-win type of thing, and although I do think the updated illustrations as you kind of upgrade and level up your supporter, I think that's sick, but it's definitely not worth summoning, alright? And listen, you gotta be sick in the head if you think I'm wasting Chrono Crystals to summon on Dende, alright?
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
But besides that, I don't want to go too much off on a tangent right here about the levels. You know, I'm going to wait and see, but so far, I don't like what it looks like. In my opinion, you know, you guys can feel free to disagree with me, of course. Alright, so next thing I want to talk about is the actual supporter deck. Now, this is where I think things are getting a little interesting, and I kind of agree with them. I think this is kind of cool. First and foremost, one of the huge, or the biggest W's, is the purpose of these actual 6 supporters, because obviously, or well, I guess not obvious since it's a brand new mechanic, you can only deploy 1 in battle. So let's say, for example, we deployed Dende, you know, he heals us up. The other 5 supporters will, yes, that's right, will support your team. It doesn't matter if they have if they're on their Z ability or anything like that. They're just going to guaranteed give them the upgrade. So we're about to see some nasty support out here. It's going to be pretty cool, pretty interesting. I'm definitely intrigued to see what that's all about, and yeah. Alright, so here it goes. Obviously, the worst thing of the supporter mechanics, bro, you gotta summon for these fools, bro.
There were tears that ran down my face, but I did not cry.
And listen, like I said earlier, bro, I'll be damned if you catch me summoning for a damn Dende. I don't know how I feel about that. I hope that the multis, maybe they'll be included in banners, which I'm pretty sure is how they'll do it. They'll include it in the LF banners or whatever you guys want to call it, because there's no way they're gonna get their own banners. But if they do, man, there's no way they're making them 1,000 Chrono Crystals. I don't believe it. There's no way that the supporters are going to be that good. But I mean, yeah, that's a huge complaint. I've been seeing it everywhere, and even while I was watching this live, because yes, I was watching this live at work, by the way. Hey, don't tell nobody that. But either way, I was watching it live at work, and I had seen the whole chat just spamming L after L after L right when they presented that, which I completely understand. I'm not gonna lie. Even me, hey, bro, I was like, Legends, you bastards. I don't know what they were thinking, but well, actually, I do know what they were thinking. Greed. All right, they're trying to poach your boy out here. They're trying to make your boy go broke. They're actually trying to make you go broke too. So hey, man, I don't know how we're about to see or feel about this whole thing, but I mean, we do have 1 month left until this is actually released in game. I'm pretty excited for, you know, nonetheless. But hopefully it's not like a super duper pay to win thing, because Legends, we all know you're pay to win. All right, just don't make it even more pay to win than it has to be, bro.
Please, no.
Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the characters that were announced, man. And this one really hurts my heart, boys. They decided to give Red LF Cooler a Zenkai. Now listen, I know a lot of y'all who have him are probably so happy, and hey, y'all are jumping up and down, you know, y'all are probably lit right now, you know, get a little chest bumping like the Braun and all that. But listen, bro, I'm a Vegito enjoyer, bro, and he is about to get so... Oh my god, I can see the PvP now, boys. This is gonna destroy my heart in ways that is unimaginable, man. I've had a great run with Vegito, bro. Why did they have to stomp on my parade so early, bro? I don't even think I've had this Vegito for a whole month, and Legends is already doing this, bro. Okay, I see you, Legends. I see you, Legends. Aside from that, because listen, I don't want to pour my heart out into this video and just start crying and then you know making a whole mess out of myself, because RIP Vegito, man, seriously. Let's talk about the actual well, actually one LF and King Cold that was announced. I mean, they're looking pretty saucy, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too tempted to like it, but I mean, I'm not too tempted to summon. But I mean, if this video gets let's say what, 2 likes, yeah, 2 likes, I'm wasting my whole bank account. I'm dropping my whole bank account on the banners, yeah, straight up. You know, just because why not, you know. I'm kind of sick of getting bodied on PvP a little bit. I think it's time we get some new characters. Didn't get Kefla, and yeah, I think it's time we get something new, man. What do you guys think? So besides the kits for these characters looking pretty good and broken as usual, because LOE is getting buffed out of their mind out here, which you know, whatever. This is the year of the lizards, like I said earlier in the video. You know, it is what it is. That's pretty much gonna wrap up this video. I kind of just wanted to talk shit about the supporter mechanic and see what's up with it. I really want to know what you guys think about it, though, man. This is a really big implementation, I think, coming to Legends. So I'm not nervous, but I'm almost excited to see what the hell is gonna come, because this can make a break it for me, man. Because hey, the summoning stuff is kind of like throwing me off a little bit. But you know, that's besides the point. But alrighty, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this little discussion with your boy, man. That's pretty much it for the video. Like I said earlier, man, if you guys did make it this far, shout out to you, bro. Drop a like, drop a sub, and y'all already know I'm gonna catch y'all next time, man. Peace.